Sairam, dear children, wish you a very good morning and I hope you all are well. Children, today we are going to start our ninth chapter of the semester 1 book, Administration of the State. We are directly coming to the ninth chapter because this is the next level part to the chapter 3 government. Okay. And this chapter is going to come in your unit test also. So children, watch the video 2 to 3 times to understand the chapter. And before I start the chapter, let's recall Sai. Sai Ram. So children, we have already learned that the government functions at 3 levels: local level, state level and central level. At local level, Panchayati Raj system and municipality system. Then at state level, the state government, chief minister and his council of ministers, and central level, prime minister and his council of ministers. In the previous year, we have learned about the working of local self-government institution. Okay, in previous class we have learnt about local self-government institution, that is Panchayati Raj system, Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat, then district Panchayat, then municipality and municipal corporation. Okay, we shall learn about how the administration functions at the levels in a democracy. Okay, in a democracy, how state level government function. Okay, so all these things we learn in this chapter. Now there is a discussion in between these people. According to the news on TV, 10 people have died in Surat due to cholera. One news is shown in TV in which 10 people have been died. Okay, so how would I know? The only thing that I care about is that I am not affected by this. Then this boy is saying, how do I know that I am not affected by this? Then the boy in yellow shirt saying, can people really die due to an epidemic? Yes, I'm replying you that epidemic is a disease that can be spread at a huge level. Epidemic, when a disease converted into a disastrous disease, or it spread over a huge level, then it is known as epidemic. Okay, then I can hear a procession outside. I have here that we have demanded that the administration take immediate measures to control epidemic. How administration could take immediate measures? For example, we can take example of COVID-19, that this time administration took very serious steps. They have controlled us. They put down the lockdown. Okay, they shut down the markets. Okay, without any reason we can't roam here and there. This is the steps that administration can take, and they can take care of cleanliness, and they can take care of the hygienic system. Okay, maybe it's because people are complaining against cholera epidemic, and people are complaining about cholera epidemic, and then I think the people who are addressing the processions are leader. Then this boy is saying only the leaders are addressing the procession. Okay, means the leaders are talking about only this. Okay, yes, they are leaders. I have seen them on TV, and and the other boy says yes, they are leader only. Okay, so think on the basis of the picture, why was the problem of cholera so serious in Surat? Okay, maybe there is cleanliness is not there, or water, impure water is more used by people, and hygienic measures are not taken by the people. Maybe administration have not working properly, and people are not contributing to the administration's work. Okay, if such a situation arises in your locality, whom will you approach to present the case before the government? Yes, we will go to the municipal corporation and the municipal commissioner. We will write a letter to the municipal commissioner, so that they can take a look at our locality. Okay, so you have read about the incidence of cholera epidemic. Okay, you might have observed leaders of your area presenting health issues to the local health officials and the district collector or other official. Then when leaders are approaching to the local health official, district collector and other officials, the MLA, member of legislative assembly of our area, what he will do, the legislative assembly members are known as MLA or a member of legislative assembly. Okay, what is MLA? Legislative assembly members or member of legislative assembly. Underline this line like this. MLAs are directly elected by the people. Who elects MLA? By the people by voting. After being elected from their constituency is the particular area from which the MLA from which the candidate contests the election. Okay, the constituency is the particular area from where the people have voted and make one person to represent them as their MLA. Okay, so thus we can conclude that MLA are the representatives of the people. Okay, who are MLA? Representatives of the people. So what you have to do, make out a list of problems of your area and inform about MLA about the problems, or find about the area of your MLA, that which area is comes under yours MLA. Okay, so all the states of India have a legislative assembly. In all states we have a legislative assembly in India. Okay, each state is divided into constituency. Each state has its own constituency, and from each constituency one representative is elected by the people, and that person is called as the MLA of that constituency, that particular constituency. The number of seats in legislative assembly is differ from state to state. Number of seats in legislative assembly from state to state different. Okay, on the basis of population it is decided that how many seats are there in each state. Okay, elections are held after every 5 year. Every 5 year election held, and candidate can either represent a particular party or stand election as an independent candidate. Maybe the candidate is from BJP, Congress, SAPA and Aam Aadmi Party, and maybe it is an independent candidate without supporting any party. Okay, so MLA can belongs to different parties. Okay. Now about the Legislative Assembly of Gujarat. The Legislative Assembly of Gujarat, the Legislative Assembly of Gujarat is 182 seats and is situated in Gandhinagar, which is the capital of Gujarat. The Legislative Assembly meets in Vittabhai Patel Vidhan Sabha Gruh or Vallabhbhai Patel Vidhan Sabha Gruh. Okay, there they meet. Vitthal Bhai, okay, not Vallabh Bhai, it is Vitthal Bhai Patel Vidhan Sabha Gruh. Okay, so Legislative Assembly meets at Vitthal Bhai Patel Vidhan Sabha Gruh. Underline this line, children, important line. Then let us learn about the minister or the chief minister is elected from among the MLAs. Okay, you know that MLAs are elected from each constituency, and these MLAs vote to make their party's person as chief minister. The MLAs from which party, there may be 2 or 3 parties, and the party which have more MLA in the state, their chief minister is elected. Those who gains majority in the supporters of other parties and independent candidates forms the government. Okay, इंडिपेंडेंट गवर्नमेंट जिसे इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट्स जिसे सपोर्ट करेंगे और द गेनिंग मेजोरिटी वोट्स पार्टी विल मेक देयर chief minister. Okay, and the MLA will vote and make their candidate as their chief minister. And what will governor do? Governor appoints the leader of the majority party, and governor give him appointment as the chief minister, and she is invited to form council of minister. Now the chief minister, maybe he is a man or female, he will choose his council of minister, and the party that forms government is known as ruling party, and the other party forms opposition. The party that wants, the party that forms the government, is ruling party, and the other parties that not win in the election are the opposition party. So write some think and write in your personal notebook what is the name of your constituency, to which party does the MLA of your area belong, presently which is the ruling party in your state, and how many members are required to form government. Mention the work done by MLA of your area with the grant sanctioned by the government. Okay, so this is about this is all about yours area, that who is MLA, at how many members are required to form a government, which is the ruling party in your state, and your MLA belongs to which party. Okay, everything you have to write. After election, the governor appoints the chief minister and the council of minister. Chief minister chooses his council of minister and appointed by the governor. Okay, and they perform the various functions, and they have given the various ministries like human development ministry, like education ministry, like agricultural ministries. Okay, each ministry is housed in different office premises, and their different offices premises are given to them. And the legislative assembly is the place where all the MLAs belonging to both the ruling party and opposition party assemble for discussion. So in legislative assembly, both parties MLAs, winning party, ruling party or opposition party, comes for discussion in the meeting, and many MLA have dual responsibility as an MLA and as an minister. Some MLAs are minister also, so they have to perform dual responsibility. As a MLA, they have to perform their duties, and as a minister, they have to perform their duties. So the organ of the state government is the executive, which comprises of governor and the chief minister and the council of minister. The organ of the state government is the executive, which comprises of governor, chief minister and the council of minister. Who are the executive of the state government? Governor, who appoints the chief minister and council of minister, and the chief minister and council of ministers do the administrative works, and they have they do the administrative work with the help of administrative officials like IAS officers and various ranked officer. Okay, who worked under the guidance and controls of minister, and also a part of executives, and they are the part of executives also. And the council of ministers called government executives, and the administrative official called administrative executives. Okay, so the ministers are government executive and the officers are administrative executives. So this is the important line. Underline it. Okay, about governor, I am coming back with my second part of this video, and before I send you second part, please watch the first part 2 to 3 times so that you can understand. By today only we will complete this chapter, and soon you will get the second part of the video, and by tomorrow we will do the question answer of this chapter. So children, watch this video 2 to 3 times and do your best, and all the best for your examinations.